friend. So, what happens after the diagnosis? You've received this news. It is something that you're maybe trying to process right now. Maybe this is a diagnosis you got a long time ago, and you're just moving through the various stages of life thinking, we've done the early intervention. Now what? I'm going to get to all of that. I'm going to break down the different stages and phases and steps as we go, the steps of development, the steps of possibilities for you in therapeutics and education as you go. But first things first, if you have recently received a diagnosis of autism or a related condition, I just want you to know it is so important that you find and garner and take the help and receive the support that makes itself available to you. And you may actually have to seek it out. This is something that you and the whole family has to process, because this is not just about you as a parent. This is about the whole family. So if you have other children, please be aware that having a child that requires extra support does affect the family dynamic as a whole. Now, for this reason, I'm just really, really going to recommend that you get some type of support. Maybe it's coaching, counseling, therapeutics, a church group, a family network, a community network, whatever it is. It doesn't matter what it is. But please, I'm asking you right now, for the sake of yourself and for your family, to make the commitment to get support. People that you can talk to, people that will listen, people that can be a sounding board for you, people with families who understand family dynamics, who really can speak into and continue to encourage you on an ongoing basis. If there is family or friend support available to help here and there to give you some respite time, that's going to be really, really important as well. But first things first, we got to process the diagnosis and what it means. And it's going to mean something different to everybody. My son's diagnostics may mean something different to me than your child's diagnosis is going to mean to you. I'll be honest with you. People told me early on, you just need to grieve. And I thought that was so weird. I was offended on behalf of my son, and I was insulted. He hasn't left. I mean, he's physically here, and I plan to get him back. And I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure he has all the tools he needs to be able to communicate and interface and interact with this world in the best ways and most expansive ways possible. So I didn't understand the idea that I needed to grieve. I think in retrospect, I understand it a little better now. And what people meant and what they're offering to me was, grieve what you thought was going to be. When you started raising this little boy and you heard the coos and the little first words and the interactions, it's okay to grieve what you thought and planned in your heart and in your mind for this little man or woman's future. It's okay to process that it may not look the way you originally intended or thought it would or planned for it to. You must process that, because as you allow yourself to process that, whatever it looks like, it will alleviate the energy from stress and anxiety. You can start refueling those resources and putting them toward now researching the best next steps for you and for your family. So first things first, please be kind to yourself. Take the time, you and your family, to surround yourself with a proper network of community members, family members, or support, or church members, whomever it is. Make a commitment right now and set a game plan. Who are you going to go to? Who will you surround yourself? Who will be your tribe for this journey? And take the time to process this diagnosis well. Cry if you got to cry. Vent if you got to vent. Laugh if you have to laugh. Be grateful. All of these things are perfectly appropriate, okay? I'm with you in it. And in the next video, we're going to talk a little bit more about what are the next steps. Research, treatments, therapies, and all of those things that are now available to you as a parent or a loved one.